morning, everybody. As you can see, got a little wing going on here. Saw my Instagram post the other day. Do not worry. It's gonna be a rough day. Do not worry. Collarbone is not broken. Got a shot off the shoulder the other day. It was a one-time, well, a little of a one-time like snapshot. It was just a shot that got me in the right place or whatever. Go see the doctor. Got an X-ray. X-ray came back negative, so we're okay. Just really badly bruised, and in a couple days, should be back on the ice, good to go. For the time being, I've got to wear a sling for a couple days because the tornado is going to help everything heal faster, and then back on the ice. So camp, as of right now, camp starts in like 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks or whatever. So just got to kind of make sure we take care of it, right? How are you feeling this morning, my friend?
Pretty good, actually.
Ready to fly to Toronto?
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be a good day. So we're shooting a bunch of stuff with Infinity Goalie. It's like 4 a.m. I think we're just used to getting up early at this point. We're gonna be shooting a bunch of cool videos for the week. So we're here outside the Infinity store, 5 minutes in Toronto after minute delays at the airport, and John was nice enough to grab us some pieces. So excited to check the store, sticks, all the equipment, and man, I feel like President Stooley. President Stooley. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Have you seen that before?
No.
Pizza challenge. They didn't deliver it to me in person, but I'm still gonna shit on them. Barstool Sports. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Oh my god. This is deadly. Okay, see how small the store is. Every retail store, not just in Winnipeg, but that I've ever been in, has maybe 2 or 3 full ride sets, full ride sticks. See how small this place is. I already got a pro level glove, full ride, and a pro level blocker. We are discriminated against, full rights, and people need to start stocking more full ride stuff on the shelf, but I'm also biased. Maybe you want to kind of get the breakdown. I'm gonna grab some more pizza, but
okay. Yeah, so our big pitch, everything right now that we're doing is totally custom. We don't sell through retailers, which helps keep the price lower. But then what we do is you put a deposit down for a set of pads. We mail you your pads anywhere, so it doesn't matter if you're in a small town that has no sports store or a sports store that doesn't carry goalie gear. A better fitting product is sometimes as important as the specs of the pad itself.
If I could mention like one thing like on top of that, like the transition between like brands and stuff, because like the last couple of years I've gone from like Reebok to Brian's to Bauer to Brian's, and I'm using something different again this year. Like every year, like you said, we were talking about the car, the measurements change, the specs change, like everything's so different from year to year. Like my P4s I used a couple of years ago to what I'm going to be using this year is night and day, right? So getting a chance to like try on stuff is a big game changer, especially like when I was a kid. Like I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like I wasn't as knowledgeable like as a kid as I am now. I mean, I've gotten to play with like so many different sets of equipment in the last couple of years. Like my knowledge got a little bit better, but like as a kid, like you don't know like, okay, what's the difference between a firm and a soft knee stack, or like a pad with knee rolls and a pad with no knee rolls, or like a 1-piece, 2-piece, like the advantages, right? So like getting to try on that stuff, like John was saying, is I think a big advantage.
Your choice of which of the designs that you want, obviously custom colors, custom strapping. So we have 2 standard strapping systems. One is our elastic strapping system, which is a bit more modern. Our demo sets don't have a boot strap on it. But you can see there's not a whole lot to it. Shaves a lot of weight off. I know I'm still a new goalie myself, but personally, even after just like a few ice times, a million times more comfortable. But anybody who's kind of more old school, we can still do leather. We have a whole bunch of other options. These are kind of the 2 standard baselines that we're working off. We don't just kind of have stock sizes. Everything's a custom size. So if your proportions are a little bit different, we'll customize the shin piece, we'll customize the thigh rise. If you like the pad sitting a little lower in your leg, or maybe you got a bigger shin than other people, we want to make sure you're landing square on the knee stack there.
These Monster Hall straps?
The Monster one, like they're not Monster branded ones, but it's a similar strap
concept.
Yes, elastic strap. The Monster ones, I think they, if I'm not mistaken, I think they clip to your skates, so you can just like clip and unclip them a little easier, so you don't need to keep wrapping them each time. But
yeah, they make the whole bungee cord. Like that's the way of the future, man. Like so much stress off your knees.
Are you still using a lace?
The pro laces.
Okay. Yeah, you're still using a lace though, so there's no stretch to it at all.
Well, I'm not using lace anymore. Like I was using the Monsters for like a year or so, and the Golden that got me to switch to pro laces, and it's like It's like the Monsters on steroids. They have like they call it like an armor cord, and it's like bulletproof. Like my Monsters, I go to a pair every like month, every 3-4 weeks. And now the Pro Aces have been the same pair for like 6 months.
There's a reason that straps around the knee and boot straps, because everybody wore them so loose they didn't do anything anyway. But the toe strap's the most important strap on the entire thing. And if the pad's not fitting right, that's usually the first thing we jump to. If somebody's saying that the pad doesn't feel right.
Hey there. Tired of paying unbearably high prices for new, used, and pro return sporting equipment? Go to SidelineSwap.com. You don't pay shipping, you can sell whatever you want, and you can even tell people how much you're discounting your equipment to convince them you're making a good deal. I'll see you next week.